Your stories are impossible to swallow.
Be that as it may, Mr. Swift, I still have more time.
More time?
You've given me a full hour. I still have time left.
So you have. And what happened next?
I walked north for days and days until I was too tired to walk any further. And finally, I fell asleep on a beach by this vast body of water.
It's cold and rich. Now, where in the world did a gold coin like this come from? It's a giant. Get the Emperor. He'll know what to do. Are all the tents pitched, Bogo?
Pitched, sire.
And what about the flags? Are they flapping?
Flapping, sire.
How about the streamers?
Streaming, sire.
Excellent. The Queen of the Big Enders should be here by noon for a monthly peace conference. These peace conferences never seem to get us anywhere. Of course not, Bogo. If we were at peace with the Big Enders, we wouldn't have anyone to war with. Jeez, talk about boring.
Emperor Pasto, Emperor Pasto. There's a giant.
A giant what?
A giant. I think he's hurt. What's so funny?
You're funny, Becky. You're always making up these cute little stories.
But it's not a story.
And I suppose you have some proof?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Is this proof enough? I don't believe it. It's a giant! Are there other giants around here? Maybe we should just run away.
Not a bad idea, sire. Giants are usually bad news.
But this one seems nice. Seems nice? His face looks friendly. Well, the Queen of the Big Enders has a friendly face, too. But she is the furthest thing from nice.
Nicely put, sire.
In fact, I wouldn't put it past old Queenie Pan. Wait a minute. This could be a Big Ender's trick. Just like that Trojan horse thing back in Greece.
I love that story.
The giant could be hollow and full of Big Ender soldiers ready to jump out and trounce us. Sound the alarm! Call out the army! Someone tell the Emperor!
You're the Emperor, sire.
I knew that.
See? He's not a Trojan horse. He's a living, breathing person. Giant or not, every living thing deserves to be taken care of.
She's right. Tie him up!
That'll hold him. He's waking up.
Look at those huge, vicious choppers. Watch out! He'll eat you!
Hello? Are you all right?
I think so. I was just in the middle of a dream where I was all tied up.
Hey! I am all tied up!
Hello? Mr. Giant?
I'm hearing voices, too!
Of course you're hearing voices. I'm talking.
Who's talking?
Me, down here on the beach.
What? Little people.
Little people? Where? Where?
You. You're all little people.
We're not little. You're a giant.
Don't be silly. I've always been this size.
And you've always been a giant. Look around you. Look at the trees.
Oh my. I am a giant.
I am Emperor Golbasto of Lilliput, and you are in my kingdom, giant. And no giants are allowed in my kingdom without my permission. Okay. You have my permission.
Sorry, Your Highness.
What are we going to do with him, sire? I'll bet we could use him.
Use him?
Yes. I'd say having a giant on our side could be a very persuasive way to get the big enders to see things our way.
Kinda like a secret weapon, eh?
Not kinda like a secret weapon. Exactly like a secret weapon. Hear me! We shall bring the giant back to our camp. He will be the guest of honor at our peace conference. And from now on, he will be referred to as the Whopper.
Why doesn't anyone like my name?
This is wonderful. It's always nice to have a conversation piece at these functions.
Your Highness, sir?
Yes, Whopper?
I really do appreciate your invitation to this Conference of Peace.
Uh-huh.
And being the guest of honor is a huge thrill.
And your point is?
Well, sire, I really don't feel very honorable all tied up like this.
Are all giants this whiny?
Let him go, Your Majesty. He hasn't done anything to harm us.
But how do I know he won't start stepping on us like ants or doing other naughty giant things?
You have my word.
He's not very threatening, just lying there, sire. Release the Whopper!
Hurry up. Come on, guys. Come on, bring the food.
My goodness! You really are a Whopper! You can't be blocking the sun like that.
Sorry, Your Highness.
Gulliver! I got you some food.
Thank you. I am hungry.
Would you like a turkey leg? Or a bowl of fruit? Or perhaps just a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? Here's a barrel of fruit juice if you're thirsty.
Delicious. So, what's this whole peace conference thing about?
Well, it's pretty silly if you ask me. Every month we have the same peace conference, and it always ends up the same way.
How's that?
Emperor Golbasto and Queen Care of the Big Enders talk about peace, and then, soon enough, they've gotten into an argument over something, and the war goes on.
Doesn't sound like a really good peace conference to me.
Good for them, I guess. They love to fight, no matter how stupid the reason. Would you like any more?
No thanks, I'm pretty full.
Well, after 2 entire turkey dinners, I would hope so.
In fact, all this food has made me sleepy.
Well, I believe the meadow just behind you would be quite comfortable for someone of your size.
I'll take you up on your meadow, my lady. Thank you for your hospitality.
My pleasure.
The big enders are arriving. Well, look, he built herself some new warships. Wait till she gets a load of our new war machine. Queen Kara, so lovely that you can make it.
Always a delight, Galbasto, dear. Why, you're looking quite chipper today.
And you as well. It must be our peaceful little setting here.
Yes, I hope my new warships aren't spoiling the view.
Oh, no, I hadn't even noticed them. My, they certainly are big.
Oh, those little things. They're not that big. Why, their cannons are probably only large enough to say, blow your kingdom to kingdom come.
But of course, we're here today to talk about peace.
Of course.
Now that we're here, I hereby call the monthly peace conference to order.
Wait.
What?
This table isn't set up right. My bowl has little crackers in it.
So?
And I like peanuts. I always have peanuts instead of crackers.
But you never eat what's in the bowls anyway.
That's beside the point. I feel more comfortable around the peanuts.
Would someone please get this woman a bowl of nuts?
Here you are, Your Highness. That's more like it.
Now, would it be possible to begin?
I'm ready when you are, Mr. Moody.
The peace conference today will center around the issue at hand. War with the Big Enders.
Wait.
Now what?
I think the issue should be war with the Lilliputians. After all, you started the war.
Queen Kara, I hate to disagree with you, but you're just plain stinking wrong.
How dare you?
I dare just fine.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Please, stop it.
Can't you guys ever agree on anything?
Well, there is one thing.
What's that?
We just can't agree.
I'd say crunchy peanut butter tastes the best. Hate to tell you, smooth and creamy rules. When we travel, you go east and I go west. I choose a cool day, clouds and drizzle. Give me a hot day when I sizzle. Everything that you like, I detest. We can't agree, we're contrary as can be. You see things one way, they look different to me. We can't agree, eye to eye we'll never be. We're as far apart as coffee and tea. We just can't agree. I'm convinced that camels make the perfect pet. I say llamas, who needs all the humps? You play air guitar, I play castanets. I choose vanilla, that's my flavor. Chocolate's what I long and crave for. You and me are different as it gets. We can't agree, we're contrary as can be. You see things one way, they look different to me. We can't agree, eye to eye we'll never be. We're as far apart as coffee and tea. We just can't agree. We can't agree. You and me are realizing we can't agree, and we're never compromising. Fuming and fighting, we'll never be free. Everybody knows that we can't agree. We can't agree, we're contrary as can be. You see things one way, they look different to me. We can't agree, eye to eye we'll never be. We're as far apart as coffee and tea. We just can't agree.
Well, this peace conference isn't going to solve anything.
Thank goodness. Now I can use my new ships to pulverize you.
I doubt your new ships would stand a chance against my new secret weapon.
Secret weapon? What secret weapon?
Oh, I didn't tell you? Silly me. We like to refer to it as the Whopper.
Whopper? What is it?
Well, if I told you, it wouldn't be a secret now, would it?
Oh, come now, Basto. I know when you're up to no good. There is no secret weapon, is there?
You doubt me, Carrikins?
Let's just say yes.
If I must. Whopper! Whopper!
Yes, Your Majesty.
Come join us. I'd like you to meet our guest, Queen of the Big Enders.
Pleased to meet you, Your Highness.
So this is your secret weapon?
Secret weapon?
Whopper, would you help me with a small matter?
At your service, sire.
Good. I'd like you to take a stroll down to the docks and smash the Queen's fleet into a gazillion pieces.
Don't do it, Gulliver. Tell you what, I'll double what this knucklehead is paying you if you smash his boats instead.
You can't do that. He's my Whopper.
Money talks, baby.
But why should I smash either of your ships?
Why? Because we're at war. We always have been at war, and we probably always will be at war.
And what, pray tell, is the reason for this never-ending war?
We can't agree on which end of the egg to crack.
What?
You heard him. My kingdom believes, and rightly so, that an egg must always be broken on a big end when eating it.
That's why they're called the Big Enders.
And we Lilliputians are known as the Little Enders, because we have sense enough to know that it is completely barbaric to crack an egg at any end other than the little end.
Big end.
Little end.
Big end.
Little end.
Your Highnesses, please. Isn't there some other way to resolve your differences?
War.
Your Majesties, if you won't end the war by yourselves, then I'll help you end it.
Attaboy, Whopper. What are you doing?
This war of yours, like all wars, is ridiculous. I want you to put an end to it now or I'll destroy all of your ships.
Now, don't do anything hasty, Mr. Whopper.
Why don't you compromise? Instead of breaking the egg at one end or the other, why don't you just break it in the middle?
You mean in the middle, but sort of close to the big end.
No, I mean the middle.
Well, doesn't seem like such a crazy idea.
Sounds pretty smart if you ask me.
And that's the story of my travels, Mr. Swift.
And what a coincidence! Your time has just run out.
I've nothing else to say.
Splendid.
Except, will you write a book about my travels?
Will I write a book about your travels? Well, let me see. No. For the last hour, I have enjoyed your ramblings about floating islands, talking dogs, and little tiny people no larger than...
A Lilliputian?
Yes, of course, a Lilliputian. No. There is no such thing as a Lilliputian, a Winham, or a place called a floating island.
But every word that I have told you about my travels is true.
And you have proof of this?
Regrettably, I have no such proof with me.
Uh-huh. Well, perhaps you could bring me some proof tomorrow.
I can't. I'm leaving England tonight.
Of course.
I know you're just making sport of me, Mr. Swift. But if it's proof you need,
Yes?
look out your window tonight at the stroke of midnight. I promise you will have all the proof you need. Thank you for your time. And good day, Mr. Swift.
And good day to you, Dr. Gulliver. Every word he told me is true. Farewell, Gulliver. Godspeed to you.
We hope you enjoyed the tales of Gulliver's Travels. If you want to know the full story of Gulliver and his amazing adventures, be sure to read Gulliver's Travels by Jonathan Swift. When Gulliver's Travels was first published, it was an immediate success. The book uses satire, or humor and irony, to poke fun at leaders and political figures from Swift's time. It's really an exciting book to read. You can find Gulliver's Travels and thousands of other classic books at your local libraries and bookstores. Be sure to check them out, and we'll see you next time on another fantastic episode of Crayola Kids Adventures.